What is up, everybody? You have just tuned in to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. I am your host tonight, Mr. James John. I am humbled and honored to be back with y'all in a brand new year. That's right, it's 2025, and we appreciate you guys being with us the last 8 years, making all this comedy possible, man. We appreciate all you people to come out to our shows and tell us that you listen. Please continue doing that in the new year because we definitely want to keep this comedy train going. Now, I got the privilege and honor to be joined in virtual studio by two of the funniest people in the world, not just in Florida, not just in America, but in the world. And they are battle tested. First, we're going to start off with the man who helped start all this hilarity almost 9 years ago. I am talking about the one, the only Mr. Miguel Cologne. Don't you forget about the junior because he knows who his daddy is. What's going on, bro?
What's up? I want to let you know that he is right. We didn't want to bring this up and tell you guys. It's something that, sometimes we got to wait to mention certain things. But me, James, and Ken did compete in the Komedy Kumite. It was in an isolated island. It was in an isolated island. We all showed up with our real. When we got there, we took these dragon boats. Yes. And we got there, and Tokyo Valentino was there smoking opium, and he was like, "Oh, omelets for my boy." He was the one who invited us. And he was like, "You will be fighting for Team Kenny's Grocery." And I'm going to tell you, the Komedy Kumite was no joke.
No joke.
The first round, I went up against a comedian from Somalia. He got up on the mic. He's like, "Hey, I am the comic now." And he was rocking it. And me and him, we fought. And we did it was like Street Fighter. You did your comedy everywhere. The hardest part was when me and him had to tell jokes at that car to destroy it. But yeah, dude. And then we all worked our brackets together. I remember James going up against the Native American comic.
That's true.
Jokes by the moon. And he was like, "What happens when these bitches go shopping?" And
it was a handicap match because he had to go against comedian.
And then
it was 2-on-1.
Yeah. At the very end, man.
Who was that one urban comic who humped his stool with a fireball? Like, who was that?
Oh yeah, he was like, yoga jokes. At the very end, too, we had moved up to all of our brackets, and we had been talking about it. We were like, "Oh man, we one of us gonna have to go against the other ones." This is the Komedy Kumite, and Tokyo Valentino was like, "Tomorrow, you're going to have your hardest comedy verses." And I was like, "Oh my God, is it going to be James? Is it going to be Ken?" And I remember making my way through the temple, and it was all the monks were lined up, and it was Shang-Chi and Goro standing there. And I was like, "Damn, Goro, I've been following you." He said, "What up, dog?" I said, "What up, Prince?" And I stood there, and the door opened, and as the smoke cleared, it was a mirror. And I realized, oh, snap. The hardest comedy opponent I'm going to go against is myself. And
there you go.
Like, but Girl was like, "Turn around, fat ass. James and Ken's behind you. That's the green room."
My bad. My
yeah.
omelet. Yeah.
So we actually are triple Komedy Kumite champions.
Yes, we are.
That all happened a couple weeks ago. We didn't have time.
Time to post pictures or anything like that.
And man, James actually, at one point, he was telling the joke to Chun-Li, and he was holding down, and he was like, and James did it. James joked him to the point where he was like, "Monday," and he dropped him down, man.
Then I got in trouble for talking to a girl.
Yeah. And then Michelle showed up with a chocolate to be like, "Who the hell is this Chinese girl you just killed?" And I was like, "Oh, James, if I had a nickel for every time I got that text."
We are stupid.
I said, "I don't know." I called the hotel concierge. I told him it's a 10:35. Help me take care of it. She don't got no family. Nobody be looking.
No, Chinese. They get rid of the girls. Yeah. Also, again, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my other dude, the dude that has a million names, man. Today, he didn't disappoint, man. You know this dude. He was cuter than James. He was a South guy, something to say. He was University of North Carolina at one point, but today, Ken Miller, a.k.a. the godfather of Orlando comedy, has a new name, and I can't wait for him to tell us why. And it's the Plumber's friend. Now, Ken, what is going on with your pipe, son?
Bruh. I just put 4 dudes' kids through college. Just know that.
Damn.
So Christmas Eve, it sounded like water was in the walls.
What?
So we texting around, we get somebody to come over on Christmas Eve, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he checking everything, bro, cutting holes, and we can't find it. The pipe is under the house.
Oh my God.
And he's like, hey man, I gotta do a repipe. And I called Nathan Wallace. Nathan Wallace is like, they're gonna ask you to do a repipe. Don't accept it. I said, Nathan, but it's under the house. He was like, I mean, well, sometimes you gotta get a repipe. I mean, sometimes.
You know what, man? My bad. Sometimes a repipe is what you do.
Dude would have said, I need to get a repipe. And I would have been like, hey, man, I'm a married man. You gotta chill out. Sean find out I gotta get a repipe. Nah, man, just tickle it. You know? Come on, man.
Hey man, I don't need all the pipes new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What you got asbestos in it? What's up, man?
Go.
Give me
there
some old school. Give me some lead pipes. I don't need my
bring
jaw.
lead back. Yeah, I don't need copper.
You know who drank out of lead pipes? Abraham Lincoln, maybe. I don't know if they had plumbing. He got a lot done. I know Teddy Roosevelt drank out of lead pipes. I know both Roosevelts drank. Well, maybe that caused something. But yeah, Dr. Martin Luther King drank out of lead pipes. He got a lot of stuff done. So some lead pipes. Okay?
Bro, what you mean I need copper? I don't even like the police. Nah.
Yeah. Back in my day, we had 2 pipes. We had lead and extra lead.
There you go.
You know what we had? We had them Russians running.
Yes, we did.
John Glenn, he drank out of lead pipes. All them girls from Hidden Figures, they drank out of lead pipes.
They actually drank Tang out of lead pipes and everything.
Yeah, and the girls from Hidden Figures drank out of lead pipes in their own bathroom. You know, extra leady.
That was 2 miles away from Mission Control. But yeah, man, whatever. Damn, the plumber's friend.
So I'm they got to repipe my house. Have you ever had to have like plumbing done on any of your places, James?
I've been very lucky. We live in Florida, so I've had AC worked on, but I never had plumbing worked on. And I don't know which is worse because I hear plumbing is expensive. But we had to get a whole new unit, and it was no lie, $10,000 for an AC unit. Bro,
I rent, and right now I'm having
that's the best
AC unit.
Oh,
but the weather's been so good. It's just been cold, right? So I was like, I told my landlord, let's just wait a little bit because I didn't want to hit her with this after right after the holidays and stuff. So I was like, let's just wait. I'm gonna tell you what, first day is 75 degrees. I'm gonna be like, hey, this gotta go. My giblets are sticking to my leg, man.
We get different as big men when we get hot. When it's sweaty, you be like, yo, I will burn this building down. Because
I'm like a Shar-Pei. I got creases and cuffs and stuff. All it takes is one bead of sweat to run down from my breast line. And then I don't know where it's gonna go. Like Ken sweats and it goes straight down because he's skinny. Mine, I'm like, I was taking a detour on my left breast, is going around. It'll end up in my butt crack. A drop of sweat from my chin will end up in my butt crack because it took the titty highway all the way down to my butt crack.
Hey, I'm a little bit more lenient than you. I don't get upset if I'm sweating and the AC's broken when it gets to my first rack. When it gets to my third rack,
the udders.
The udders. Yes, that's when I'm like, yo, landlord, you gotta come do something right now.
You gotta do something, man. I got a lake underneath them. The girls is just sweated up, man.
I am producing 2% milk right now. I need you.
Yeah, this ain't right, man. I got a yeast infection underneath my boobs. I gotta put Lotrimin underneath my breasts.
I've opened up a Starbucks because
Hey, what kind of sports bra do I need to wear? I got cornstarch underneath my breast crease.
Oh my god!
Y'all don't get it, man. Listen, bro. Hey, to everybody listening who's in shape, don't let yourself down. Stay in shape,
bro.
Because being fat, man. I mean, I earned it.
It's a commitment.
I didn't wake up. I didn't wake up and just decide, man, I didn't show up fat one day. I earned this, but it's horrible. Just the things, like as a fat dude, there's just things I can't do that I should be able to. One time, I remember, no lie, I was hanging out with my homeboy Chris, and he was on one couch and I was on the other, and we heard a noise behind us, and he just lifted himself up the couch to look, and I said, "Well, goddamn, show off," you know? He just lifted his body up, looked, and turned. I said, "Nah, dog, I got like a mirror. I'm like looking like it's a trench in World War One." I'm like, I don't know.
I just can't sit right up without doing the yeah, the rev up when we try to.
I'm like, oh Lord, gotta wiggle it up. Oh, come on,
shimmy,
twist it,
shimmy,
twist it.
Hey, pivot.
Come on, you can do this. You
Hey,
can
man,
do this.
one of the best fat jokes I ever heard was just simple as hell. It was by Lavelle Crawford. He said, "I'm tired of you skinny people coming up to me. Why you breathing so hard?" And he said, "To live."
Yeah.
Just that's the way it is, baby.
I'm
That's
big
how we
boned.
do it.
I got a wake apnea.
That's
you know?
funny.
No.
I came right in on a good one.
Hey Ken, we were saying too when they said they was gonna repipe your house and stuff. Like, did you said already you putting kids through college? Was my man like sitting there when he was talking to you? He's like, yeah. He's like looking at a boat magazine. He's like, we're gonna have to repipe your house. Oh, that's a good. And we're gonna. Oh yeah, and I want a jet ski too. So we're gonna do something with your ceiling fan. You know?
He was like, yeah, man, this Diddy yacht is up for auction.
Yeah, but cheap.
It's on the
take
cheap.
that.
Hey,
yeah, that's the name of Diddy's boat.
Hey, when you buy Diddy's boat, it says "comes as is."
As
yeah,
is.
Yeah.
Hey, comes as is.
That's the name of the boat. That's the clip, yo.
Hey, they like, what's that? Hey, what's that little blue kid doing on the boat? Damn, you see him too? Oh, man. Yo, man, every time it get cold, we come around.
That's funny.
What's crazy is, man, is when when you get a repipe, they cut holes through your whole house because they rerun the cape through your whole house. But they don't fix the hose. They're like,
somebody else got to do that.
Yeah, you got to get a dude to do drywall. We just do the plumbing.
Wow.
I would just be hanging pictures.
I just got little pieces of drywall.
If I was you, Ken, I would get a magazine and be like, well, Sean, we taking this back to my room when I was 16. It's lowrider pictures.
Yo.
Hey, Michael Jordan posters everywhere.
Hey, Ken, I know. Don't tell us how much it costs because that's your business. But on a scale of 1 to I gotta donate plasma, how expensive is it?
Hey, I got a hookup.
Oh,
yeah. I hit Nathan Wallace up because I've told him I plugged on their heartstrings. I had my son's ashes with me.
Hey,
hey, bro. You were like, this water keeps getting in my son's ashes, getting them all wet.
Oh my God.
I said, look at him. He looked like pancake batter.
Oh my God.
You gotta do something.
Hey, Ken, did you draw a frowny face in the ashes?
I was like, look at it. He's sad.
Oh my God.
Him be sad.
If you add water, you make a Kente latte like that.
Yeah. Hey, man. Nah, they hooked me up, man. But yeah, I gotta find somebody to do this drywall, bro. But they make.
Hey, use this right now. Hey, if we got listeners out there that know a great drywall person that's gonna do it for a reasonable price, please.
Yeah. I already got ripped. They already took all my little money, man.
Man,
for real.
If you need a place to sleep for a couple nights and you trying to get off the hair on, you can drywall.
Come on,
Ken got you.
Yo, hey, I keep an omelet station in your room. You gonna eat.
Omelet station.
Hey, can't turn the heat on. I'm going through the withdrawals. I'm cold again.
Cold, baby. Cold,
Every time you look at your class A's, you missing a different item. He's like in the pawn shop. Come on, man.
Yo, he come downstairs with the ribbons on. Like, yo, I served in the war too. Wait, what?
That's my jacket.
Hey, he heating up a spoonful of Ruthie May.
Oh my God. Hey,
off.
Do me a favor, baby. Tie me off.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, on that note, don't go anywhere. When we get back, we're going to thank you guys for joining us. And we want to say Happy New Year to you. But when we get back, we're going to talk about what we did on New Year. We all had something going on that night. So we'll be back in just a few right here on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Welcome back, everybody, and thank you because you are still tuned in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James, and I'm joined by two famous comedians, Ken Miller, aka Plumber's Friend, and Miguel Colon Jr. We want to wish everybody a happy new year. I hope everybody had a great holiday. Hope you got home safe. I hope you didn't get arrested because that's the worst time to go to jail. That's right. You're going to be there for a minute or for a while. Now, you guys had a really good...
Yo.
2 years. There you go, baby. You're gonna be there a minute. Nobody's coming to bail you out that night because they all busy, by the way.
I got in this box 2024. Been in since 2025. Like, damn, Soldier, you been here a year. You got here 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh, that explains the tuxedo. Yeah, that's
Y'all made me wait because the ball was dropping. We was all in the parking lot. It was actually really nice. We have this cup. We were all like 9, 8.
Hey, cupped up. Thanks, guys. Ain't no problem.
Hey, putting his head in the car.
Yeah. Watch your head, sir. Thank you.
Inside jail, they waiting for the ramen noodle to drop.
That's the place you don't want to see a ball drop is jail.
Yeah.
No. That's the place. Please. I'm vegan for the stay, not gay for the stay. There you go. No meat.
That's funny, bro. This dude said that's the place you don't want to see the ball drop, bro. That's hilarious.
No. Speaking of balls dropping, man, Miguel, you guys at the Sausage Castle had an annual party, right?
We have our New Year's Eve party. Yeah, it was a good time, man. I'm so old now, and I don't care. I'm not doing that. I'm an old man, but I'll be honest, man. Like, you know, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and the party was still going, and I was like, y'all gotta have loved ones or something. Like, you know, like, come on, people. Come on, people.
And nobody want to go home. They're like, this is great, Miguel.
Yeah, everybody's going. You know, there's like a campground out there and stuff. So it ended so late, and I was just like, y'all just starting the year off. This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Because I woke up the next morning. This is the thing. I went to bed. Not only went to bed decent time, but I mean, but you know, with the parties at the Sausage Castle, trying to run things, and it's not like I'm partying. I don't even drink at the parties. This year, on New Year's, I definitely have a couple shots because everybody's like, "Let's do a shot for this." You know, I was like, "Sure," but I don't drink at any of the parties. I stay sober for everything.
You work.
Make sure.
Yeah, it's
work.
Because
there's always you know, like we've got security there, we've got bar staff, there's got to be you got to be a liaison to all that. So
how many folks y'all juggling while they're out there for New Year's, man? How many
300 maybe, like not crazy. It's like a 300 person altogether.
That's not crazy, but that's a sizable crowd. Like
there's like 6 people working the event. You know, there's like 3 security, a bartender, and then you know, besides us, there's about 6 extra. There's about 5 extra people, and that's it. And then it's just us, you know, parking attendant and stuff. And so I went to bed probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up at noon, and I was I got 6 hours of sleep, and I was exhausted. You know when you wake up and you can't remember if you slept, but you realize you know you did.
Yeah,
that's how it was.
That's old man tired.
Old man tired. I woke up, I had that sweatiness on my junk where you know you didn't sleep well. Like I was tossing all night.
Yep.
And then I woke up. I took that first of the year poop. And man, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm on blood pressure medication right now, and I'm on another medication called metformin to try to just keep my blood because I'm pre-diabetic. Told you when they told me I was pre-diabetic, I high-fived the doctor. I said, "Hell yeah! Oh, player!" That's like him telling me you got light AIDS. Oh, okay. Oh,
I got that Magic Johnson. All right,
a little cranberry juice, and I'm good.
Yeah,
you know?
A little Fabioso.
So they were like, "Hey, man," when the doctor told me, he was like, "You know, your sugars are at like a 6.5 on your A1C." He's like, "What's that mean?" He's like, "Miguel, you pre-diabetic." I said, "Player, that's the best dog right there. You my guy." I threw him a little cash. I said, "Hey, listen, this is you, player. You keep them numbers up." I did like he was my lawyer. I was like, "You got me pre-diabetes?" My man, I'm telling people about my doctor. I'm like, "Hey, player, just use my doctor," because I came in there, my man, he worked it down to pre-diabetes, looked at the judge's face and everything and said, hey, yo, them blood sugars don't fit. Them blood sugars don't fit. But metformin, it got me on some some wet dookies, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know, James, you know,
Yes,
my
sir.
dookies ain't solid no more. I used to have,
Mm.
listen, I used to take a 8 o'clock because I wake up at 8:30 in the morning. I work later hours. So I wake up at 8:30, 8 o'clock. I don't do anything until 10. That's my policy. The world starts at 10 a.m. for Miguel. So
Makes
I wake up at
sense.
8:30, do some stuff around the house, and I would always take me a good old solid dookie. I was proud of my dookie too. You could pick it up and throw it. It wouldn't even get on your hands. You know? Like the dookie was dry until it touched the bowl water. Other than that, that dookie came out like it had been in a kiln. Like you had made this, dookie in your 3rd grade art class. You're like, here it is, mom. Like you could, if I went like this with the dookie, it would break like a bottle, you know. But they put me on the blood sugar stuff to mediate it, and my dookies are not together. They're not unified anymore.
And I will tell you another thing about taking metformin. You start gambling now. Y'all play craps before, right? With dice, you literally play craps now. When you gotta like fart, you gotta think like, is this
James?
Really gonna be a
James, yo, my farts. My farts are like girls you meet on the road. I can't trust them.
Scallywags, bro.
Yeah,
it's so crazy that medications like that, because some medications you got the solid poop, some medications you got the wet poop, and some medications you can't poop at all.
No,
I'm glad
you
I
gotta take something. You gotta take something to help you
the
poop,
MRE,
bro. Like
the MRE meds, yo. Where you back up?
Or you take some medicines that will turn it a different color it's never been before. Like a
my
bright
poop
orange.
look like predator blood right now.
That's funny.
They're like Sinestro. That thing.
Hey. Sometimes I go into the bathroom, the light's not on, but I can still see the residue glowing from the toilet. I'm like, all right. Yeah, guys, I'm like, how am I healthier? Because they did. So check it out. I know we're talking about the New Year parties, but let me just tell you about the New Year of life with me.
Yes.
My last checkup, my first checkup, your boy's blood pressure was like, I think 148 over like 102.
Okay.
So I think I was 2nd stage of hypertension or 3rd stage. Bad.
Yes, sir.
And that was like the 3rd time they took my blood pressure, because when they first took it, they said they got this thing called white coat syndrome, where the first time they take your blood pressure is a little higher because you freaking out already because they taking your blood pressure.
Yeah, you see a white coat. Yeah.
And what happened was when I got into his new doctor and everything for me, when I got in there, the nurse, this hateful evil bitch, didn't realize. She goes, she's a sweetheart. She just didn't realize. She goes, hey, have they contacted you about anything about your blood work? I said, no. She said, okay, stay here. I said, "Oh God,
wait a minute!
About to quarantine me. Gases are just gonna pour in there."
Yeah.
So then the doctor walks in. You never see the doctor. So the doctor walked in. He said, "Hey man, they talked to you about your blood work yet?" And I was like, "I'll cut myself and put it in your mouth right now. I'm holding this whole place hostage." And he was like, "No." He was like, "You're good." He told me everything was good. He was like, "But you're pre-diabetic. This, my organs were good." He was like, "But He was like, she just took your blood pressure and it was 158. He's like, that's really high.
That's high.
I was like, okay. So he came in, he took my blood pressure. It was down to like 148. And no, sorry, like 150. And then he took it the last time, it was 148. So he's like, all right, that's the first time I went. He said, okay, man. He's like, your blood pressure is way too high. You're going to cause a lot of problems with high blood pressure like that. Yeah. So he said, I would like to put you on a blood pressure medication. I said, yeah. Doc. Puts me on the blood pressure medication. Second time I go visit him, I go from 148 to 138.
Nice.
So he's like, hey, this is where, and I'll be honest, guys, I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to do, but I'm starting. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of times where I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Where before I was just like, more blue cheese, homie. But now I'm like,
it's blue cheese.
So yeah. So this time I just went to the doctor's office and they told me my blood pressure is at 130 over, I think 100.
Okay.
He's like, bro, we getting there. So I was like, oh, cool, man. He said, you've been experiencing any side effects with the blood pressure meds? I said, no, blood pressure meds are cool. He said, okay, cool. He said, well, your blood sugars have gone down just a little bit. He's like, but we're still in that range. Your I think A1Cs are like 6.5 or something like that. He said, okay, cool. He says, are you experiencing anything with the metformin? I said, yeah, bro, we need to talk. Because you never told me that my sphincter was going to be unable to hold poops anymore. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, bro, every time if I go sit on the toilet halfway down, it's like, we're doing this.
Yep.
We're doing this.
Yep.
It looks like bro, it looks like we're a Nickelodeon, and I said I don't know. You know, like it's just
Wait a minute.
yeah, bro. And I've been trying to eat a more fibrous diet. Hey, if you just tuned in to Real Laughs, we're talking about my Dookies for 2025.
Amen.
I'll tell you right now, I just let a little squeaker out while we were on the radio, and the whole time I was like, not here. Not on this chair, you know?
Bro, it's different. Metformin does something to your colon where it just becomes unhinged.
Does it make you not really want to eat though? Because I'm really not hungry anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'm not really hungry, so that's been helpful.
It
That
curbs
helped
your
a lot.
appetite. Yeah, it does, man.
Because I got rid of all my nighttime eating now, and
That's
it's not
wait a
necessarily.
minute. As a comic, that is the hardest thing for us to do because when we get together, what we want to do is drink and we want to go eat somewhere in the middle of the night. And that's the most fun we have. Like some of our best conversations of us drinking, smoking cigars and eating like breakfast at 3:00 in the morning. So that is hard
now
for you
I'm
to
no
stop
longer hungry at night. I'm just always risking dookie myself.
That's funny.
You always have to. You always have to trade. So it's like a video game. Oh, you want more health? Well, you're gonna lose some experience. On this one, it's like, hey man, you want to live longer? Cool. Just remember, you can't trust these farts. You know?
Bro, let's just say I learned the hard way when I first got on that medication. When they first diagnosed me, I was like, he's like, you may experience, some loose bowels. You got to be careful. And I was like, man, dude, I'm not 50. I know what I'm doing. I'm young at that time. And I was like, oh, that's what he meant. I need a change of pants. Got it. Yeah. So yeah, I never.
Dog, I'm wearing a tampon in my booty nowadays.
That's funny.
I'm talking to girl at the store. Hey man, I know this pad got wings, but you think I'm a heavy flow girl? I'm pulling them things out. He's covered in corn.
Miguel got a maxi pad in his ass.
Man. I got a tampon, a maxi pad, 6 balls of cotton.
I'm wearing Huggies.
Just spraying Febreze on my junk.
That's funny. Good Lord, man. God bless you, man. Hey.
That's my New Year's.
I was gonna say. I think you finally reached that stage where you're like, bro, you starting to get old. Like, I'm too old for this.
James, I told you I had to call James scared because James was my fat friend to help me out. I flew to Vegas. I did shows in Vegas just a couple weeks ago. Yeah. And I'd never in my life before experienced a flight where my feet swelled up. And I called James. I said, James, man, my feet swelled up. He was like, I got you, son. Welcome. Welcome.
I did. I was like, yeah. So now you got to get old man compression socks like I wear when I fly.
Hey, but ladies, the D still working, baby. SEAL Team 6.5.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say that too. My D still works, but I need medical help. I'm gonna put it out there, man.
I mean, he don't do overtime. He's a union now.
He work only when he have to. There you go, brother.
Yeah, my D literally be like, sorry, man, you got to talk to my foreman about that.
I already clocked out.
Like, I know what to do. Let's dookie now.
She'll love it. Let's try
it. I got an idea. I'm like a squid in danger.
Oh my God,
this is crazy, man. No, you think twice before going Mexican now. You're like,
oh, bro, I go Mexican. I just sit in the toilet and eat it.
Right there.
I'm like, hey, they bring in the fajitas. They're like, I'm like, I'm in the handicap stall.
You got a table set up.
They hear the sizzling in there. They're like, you already got a pita? Like, nah, I'm making room.
Damn, Miguel.
It'll come out your booty like a nosebleed. I'm telling you.
Bro, you ain't. I wish she was lying. It's a Pollock painting in there sometime. On that note, people, don't go anywhere. When we get back, me and Ken are going to tell you what we did on New Year's Eve. And shout out to Crystal over at the Orlando Funny Bone. We'll be right back right here on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Everybody, you are still listening to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. We are still your nightcap of comedy in 2025. We want to wish everybody a happy New Year's once again. I'm your host for tonight, Mr. James Yon. I'm joined in virtual studio with some very funny brothers of mine. You know the man, the myth, the legend. Today, he is the plumber's friend, a.k.a. Ken Miller in the house. And we got Miguel Colon. Don't you ever forget about the junior because he knows who his daddy is, man.
And Foreman got me needing a plumber's friend, Ken.
You ain't lying, bro. You put a hurt on that toilet, bro.
I gotta carry a Tide stick in my back pocket, you know.
Damn. I will say this: after I started using metformin, I became really acquainted with flushable wipes. It's a
Yeah,
godsend, sir. Just putting it out there for you. If y'all never used it, do yourself a favor if you owe. There you go.
get in there, detail it.
Damn, that's funny. That it's called the detailer. I like that, Miguel. I do
Mhm.
want to talk about the fact that Miguel did have a great party over at the Sausage Castle. They have an annual party there. It was great. He worked his butt off. But Mr. Ken Miller and myself were with one of the creators of this actual show, Mr. Devin Siebold. We were at the Orlando Funny Bone. Shout out to Chris Hispanic for putting that together and letting us have a homebrew team to actually bring the new year in. And it was perfect too, Ken, because it wasn't a late show like normally comedy shows are on New Year's Eve, where they do the show so it ends right at the new year of midnight. No, it was a 7:30 p.m. show. So me and Ken got to go to church after the
Yeah.
show. Look at us trying to get into heaven in
Hey,
2025.
got to go drink. And
What?
then,
Oh,
we
that's
went.
true.
So,
That's
yeah,
true.
so
Yeah.
because we were with my wife's line sisters and sorority sisters, and they, they were going to the party on Point Orlando.
Yeah, they
So
were.
we hung
Yeah.
out with them for a little bit, and then we got in the car, made it up to church in time, and spent like the last 30 minutes. Ball drop, man. We went and got some food and came on
There you
home,
go.
bro.
There you go. And
Came
we
on to the
wasn't we
crib.
wasn't drinking. You know, if it's a religious
Now
kind of
it wasn't a normal
celebration.
improv night. No, it
No, we
was
wasn't
not
drinking.
normal.
Drinking.
It
Yeah,
was
we
not
were.
normal night. Like I ain't smoke a cigar.
No.
Like I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. Even when we got home, like I was like, usually I would sit on the porch,
Yeah.
but people were shooting guns and
Yes, that's what
popping
I was going to
fireworks.
mention. Yes,
I
sir.
said, man, I'm going in the house. I know you saw that lady in Kissimmee who got hit, but
Bro,
a straight.
that's where I live. And I'm
I
bro,
was just like,
yeah.
bro, you
Nope.
can't even sit on the porch, man. So they
No,
were shooting
sir.
guns, they were popping fireworks, and we were dealing with the whole water issue. And I was just like, I got through the year. Things happened with my son towards the end of the year, and then
Amen.
the plumbing thing happened. I just wanted to go to
Go
bed.
home. There you go,
I just
bro.
wanted
There
to
you
go to
go.
bed, dog. Like for real though. I just wanted to go to bed. But
I
I
had
tell
a
you this though.
go ahead, tell us.
I tell you this, we had a good ass time.
That's what I
That
was
was a
gonna say.
good show, bro. That was a really good show.
It was a good show. Shout out to Devin Sebo once again for putting us on the show. I mean, he is the creator of Real Last Man. Without him, none of this would be going on. We missed the hell out of Miguel, but man, he had to work that night. But we brought our missus out. That's right. You had LaShawn. I had Michelle out. We got to eat food and hang out. Ron Feingold stopped by, him and
Yeah,
his lovely
Frango
wife,
was there.
Laura,
Yeah, it
man.
was dope. Yeah.
It was really cool to see
Yeah,
everybody out
yeah,
there.
yeah. They could have that food though. Hey man, look.
Ooh. I don't know what the legal ramifications or
Hey
restrictions
man,
may be.
hey man.
Ah,
The
Good
church or the
night.
improv?
The improv, bro. They did us dirty on that food, bro.
mm,
They did
mm.
us dirty.
Also, Miguel, shout out to our man Bruce. He stopped by, enjoy. They told me to tell you, hey, man. They're
Oh,
like,
that's what's
hey,
up, man. That's cool. Bruce
yeah,
is cool, man.
former San Diego,
NFL player, man.
yeah, NFL player, really great guy, awesome. And he told me to tell you hi. He always comes by
His
and
wife
support.
will never age.
Joy doesn't.
Joy doesn't age, man. It's like she was there at the Comedy Kumite with Prince Goro, and she was like, she comes in looking 32 years old. She's like, for 700 years, I have been here at the Comedy Kumite, and finally the Real Laughs crew has set me free.
Yes,
Yeah,
she was floating.
Joy is,
She was just floating.
Joy
Like,
is amazing. It's
she is,
beautiful.
man. Beautiful woman.
Bruce and her were
Yes.
super cool. So hey, wait, you took Michelle to church on New Year?
No, Michelle decided.
I was about to say Michelle was not going. But I know Michelle. If you'd have been like, "Hey, Michelle, we're gonna go to church," ill.
Ew.
I'm in the medical field, James. Let's go to
Yeah.
science instead.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, me and God still got beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know my truth. But here's the cool thing about the show. I got to bring the kids. The kids wanted to come see me perform.
All the boys got to go.
Yes, man.
That's what's up, man.
Only person
Y'all
didn't make
boys?
it was Jack. Jack was in
Jack
Cocoa
working?
Beach celebrating. Yeah, with his
That's
friends.
what's up.
So I got to have my son Devin, who's seen me perform a few times. I got to bring Noah and Isaiah. And Isaiah brought his girlfriend Sam, who's never seen me be funny. So she's seen Dad, James. She's seen the guy grilling, the guy cooking, hey kids, what's going on? How can I help? So she had never seen my set, and she looked like, you're actually funny. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, yeah, girl.
How do you think all this happens that you come over and enjoy? Like all the vacations we go on.
Table? Yeah. You think I put food on all this table and I wasn't funny? I'm not a coastal comic.
So it was dope to have my kids out. Shout out to them for wanting to come out, man. It was special for me to have them come out. And it was a good night of comedy too.
It really was a good night, man.
And I asked James, I said, I know Michelle didn't go to church afterwards. He said, hell no.
Nah. Michelle drove separate.
She's like, yo, we partying.
But here's the crazy part about this comedy game, man. You never know where it's gonna take you. I couldn't pay either one of you a year ago to be like, yo, y'all know I'm a Christian comic.
Yeah.
What? Bro, I got to do one of the biggest churches in Orlando. I don't know if you ever heard of a lady named Pastor Reva, Miguel.
Pastor Reva?
No, not Rita.
Pastor Reva. You're coming down to the 420 church. My name Pastor Reva.
Let me tell you how I know she's big in church. My mother, who's never seen me perform in 24 years, I've done comedy now, called me when she saw me posted on their church. She lives in Tallahassee. She's like, how did you get your picture with Pastor Reva? I'm like, I performed in her church. Oh my God, praise Jesus. I prayed that you would do Christian comedy. I said, Mom, it was one night.
Yeah.
I'm still out here stripping. I'm still out here telling you.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Devil got me Monday through Saturday. Right? I just looked up. Is that the Majestic?
Yes, sir.
Majestic Life Church.
Ken, you've been there before, right?
Yeah, I've been there before. Yeah, because that's Ed Love's church.
Yeah. Would you consider that a mega church or just a big church?
It's a big church.
It's a big church.
It's a big church. Yeah. It's a big church, and she's good people too, man.
She's very good people, man. Shout out to her. Thank you for letting me do that. Shout out to her husband. I told him
he just talked to me and he said we need a new Cadillac car.
They not like us. There you go, bro.
Hey, Jesus walk into mega churches like, oh, I'm about to tear this one down. Like, this for me? Y'all ain't read the book?
That's funny.
I was rocking robes and building stuff with my hands. I rode with a couple dudes. A crew of a couple dudes. Judas, can you believe this? That's my ace. My ace grown Jude.
My day
Where you
one.
get that silver from, dog? What's up? You see somebody? You got a girl, don't you? That's who you be sneaking off talking to. You got a girl, Judas, don't you? My man got a girl. He got 12 pieces of silver. Where you get that money from? My God, yo, you my blood.
Where you get that money from? Paul. Paul, why you hating on Judas all the time? That's my dude. I'm telling you.
That's my dude, man. Because me and Judas, hey, I was sitting there with Judas. We was puffing when I said, hey, real talk, player, one of these dudes gonna turn on us. Hit that.
Judas like, I know.
Yeah. Hey, because you saw when we
he was like, I know, as he had the money.
Yeah,
I know.
Hey, blood, B. Not me. Ride together, die together, player.
Yeah, I got you. I'm your bro.
Real talk though, man. You know the Romans hit me up. They got me building crosses, man. That's wild, huh?
They hired
use them for, yeah,
bro. They hired Jesus to make his own cross, bro.
Hey,
that's
you
crazy.
know too, man. Jesus was a craftsman, and all craftsmen be talking trash about other people's work. You know he was up there like, y'all went with dogwood. Oh, player. Player, this thing ain't even gonna last 2 seasons, dog. No, what are you doing?
You didn't even put sealer on it. What happens when it rains? Man. Oh my God.
Hey, reach in my diaper. Get my pocket. Get my card. Get my card.
Here,
I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna come. Hey, don't worry. I'll be back in 3 days.
3 days. Know. That is funny.
Hey, he passing the blunt. They won't hit it. I'm telling y'all, this that he has risen.
Yeah.
Hey, you gonna be back in 3 days if you. I'm telling you.
Hey, dude's like, hey, man. Hey, Paul's like, man, I only got a little bit of budge. Player, you ain't see what I did with them fish? Give me that.
Hey, go down to that lumber store. Which one? Home Hebrew.
Yeah.
Hey, some better wood.
He looking at the Last Supper picture. He said, real talk, man. You see, Judas the only one pitching in to pay. The rest of these guys ain't got nothing. Where you get that silver from, player? Judas got a girl. She breaking you off, isn't she? I know it, man. Hey, he be sneaking out to talk to some chick all the time. I be seeing him crying when he come back. Yo, man.
That's funny.
You wild. You wild. Hey, holla at me when them rooster crows. I'ma holla. I gotta go do this thing.
Hey, you
Hey,
know
Ma!
that. Hey, you know that fish was tilapia too.
That's funny.
Because you can mass produce tilapia. That fish was tilapia, B.
Hey, G, like,
tilapia.
get me 2 fish and some baking soda. I'm about to show you to stretch this.
Hey, this fish is stepped on.
Yeah. At the slice, I want the pie. Want the pie till we die.
This tilapia and some Popeyes biscuit. He was out there feeding everybody.
Hey, geez, man, swear to God, we can't get a cup of water. I'm
Yeah,
dying
no.
here.
Hey, drink this wine. Yeah, this is
I'm eating tilapia and Popeye biscuits. This is,
Yeah.
oh my God, this is,
Oh my
this is
God.
like Moses wandering in my mouth.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh man.
So this mega church, this is for me, huh?
I didn't really need all this. We could.
And you remember last time I came into a smaller place and I was flipping tables over. Y'all remember that, right?
I remember that? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, just want
That's
to make sure.
funny.
Oh, air conditioning. I can do this.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I was outside last
Hey,
time.
Judas, man, you see this air conditioner? Where Judas at?
Where
my dog at?
Yeah.
Where my dog? Where my dog? Where my dog at?
Judas come in. Oh my God.
Nah, you know it's
Will
crazy.
you get that?
You ain't met another Judas
Ever.
in your life.
Ever.
Nah, bro.
Nah, man, that's like Benedict Arnold. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Ain't no like there's Benedict Cumberbatch, but if your last name is Arnold, they're like, don't do it.
Nah, don't
do
mess
that,
with
bro.
here, bro.
Don't do that,
do
bro.
Don't mess with here.
Oh man, but before we go, we got about 2 minutes left. I definitely want to give you guys time to tell everybody where you're performing this week so they can come check you guys out. Miguel, what you got going on, brother?
Man, I'm gonna be in Detroit, Michigan with my main man David Jolly.
Nice.
We're doing the Detroit House of Comedy. I've got 2 shows there with him, January 10th and January 11th. You can go to my social media or you can go to the Detroit House of Comedy and check it out. Hey, real quick, you know what I was thinking, Ken, too? Judas sitting there like the first 48. He just eating McDonald's and they like, you got to do it, man. You got to turn on your mans. You got to do it. He's like, I ain't turning on nobody. And he's eating the McDonald's land cookies, and Jesus just walked by. He's like, "You motherfucker!" You know.
Robble. All right, man.
Turn on that man for 12 nuggets and some Szechuan sauce, bro.
You ain't never been nothing. You ain't never been nothing. Mary Magdalene told me, "Use a whore." Use a whore.
You think that dude? You think that dude Joseph is your real daddy? He ain't. Oh my God. All right, man. We definitely need therapy. And speaking of therapy, y'all can catch me this week, Friday, January 10th. I'll be performing at the Fringe Art Space. That's right. It's going to be me, Ross Padgett, and Ricky Ray as a friend of the show. We're actually going to be performing, then being interviewed by Amy Calor. That's right. It's going to be a fun time. If you guys want to get some tickets, please look at my social media, or you guys can go to orlandofringe.org/Frest. It was, oh my God, no, Fest N4. F-E-S-T N4. I couldn't read that. I'm sorry, y'all. So guys, definitely check that out. One more time, that is orlandofringe.org/Fest N4. That's right. Come check it out. It's gonna be a good time, man, this weekend. And Ken, where you gonna be this week, brother? What's going on?
I ain't got nothing going on, baby, but I'm gonna swing by the Improv, man. My homeboy Adrian out of Minnesota is opening for Donnell Rollins. I'm gonna swing by there. Also, guys, if you're in the Altamont area, man, my baby brother Dwayne Williams is headlining the Why Not Lounge or whatever, Rain Lounge. So go check him out, man. If you ain't doing that, go swing by and see my dog.
Nice, man. Definitely go see that, man. Thank you guys so much. Happy New Year once again. I hope you guys are all doing well. You had a great holiday, and I hope you reach all your goals and dreams in 2025. On behalf of myself, James John, the unemployed, the plumber's friend, aka Ken Miller, and Miguel Colon, don't you ever forget about the junior. Thank y'all for listening to Real Laughs. Now, Ken, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed. And Judas, where you get this money from?
Hey, man, why you asking all these questions, G? Hey, I got half on this the Last Supper. No, we gonna get this again. Thing is, we ain't playing.
We out. Beautiful.